Sister Wives Season 19. Kody Brown's confession to his remaining wife, Robyn Brown, shocks fans' dear loves. Welcome to USA Drama. Please do subscribe my YouTube channel. Throughout the history of Sister Wives, dedicated fans of the hit reality show have seen the Brown family go through an awful lot. Whether it's been Janelle Brown moving to a new home or Meri Brown's catfishing scandal and her accusation that Kody Brown wanted her gone, the show always leaves fans guessing. Sister Wives viewers have also watched the show's gross relationships in the past and wondered if any of Kody's kids would be polygamous in the future. Despite all the questions about the divorces and the questions about whether Kody's ex-wives will be in another plural marriage, one thing about Sister Wives has seemed certain. Since Kody Brown and Robyn Brown's marriage seemed certain, his recent confession about their relationship shocked the show's fans. From the moment that Meri Brown's catfishing scandal made headlines, it was clear that Sister Wives' Brown family wasn't what it used to be. In the weeks, months, and years that followed, Kody's relationships with many members of the family were torn apart. At the height of the Brown family, Kody had 4 wives and seemed to have relationships with all of his children. Now, Kody only has 1 wife left, and he is estranged from many of his children for a wide array of reasons. Given how much things have changed within the Brown family, it may seem like things couldn't get much worse. However, during the 19th season of Sister Wives, Kody shocked fans by confessing that he considered walking away from his marriage to Robyn Brown too. In April 2025, Kody spoke about his marriage to Robyn during an episode of Sister Wives that was summarized by a Parade article. Considering what made Kody famous to begin with, the idea that he came close to having no wives is pretty shocking. However, it seems very clear that Kody is happy that he didn't end his marriage to Robyn. The reason why that is obvious is because before he stated that he considered divorcing Robyn, Kody was talking about how self-destructive he was being at that time. Because I've been in plural marriage for so long and it was a sole focus of marriage for me, when we failed at it, I was sabotaging myself. Looking back at what is known about the last several years in Kody's life, there is no doubt that his life has gone through a lot of turmoil. As an US Weekly article details, Kody Brown and Robyn Brown have several children together. First off, the couple have children that Robyn gave birth to during her past relationships: David Dayton's Preston, Aurora Alice, and Brianna Rose. Robyn and Kody also have 2 kids that were born during their marriage: Solomon Brown and Ariella Brown. During the Sister Wives episode, Kody explained he thought about ending his and Robyn's relationship because that turmoil left him in a bad mental state. According to Kody, he became angry after his 3 marriages failed. As he explained while talking to his only remaining wife during the episode of Sister Wives, Kody's anger led to a chain reaction that left his marriage to Robyn on rocky ground. "Because I was angry, you're withdrawing from me. And because you were withdrawing from me, I was experiencing not just the anger from the rejection and the anger from the failure of our failures in plural marriage and everything that I was experiencing there. It was causing me to literally have bad thoughts about us." Of course, Kody's own description of how he was feeling made it obvious that Robyn was deeply affected by his self-destructive behavior. With that in mind, it makes sense that during the Sister Wives episode, Kody apologized for the dark space he went through and how it harmed Robyn because it wasn't fair to during the same April 2025 episode of Sister Wives. Robyn Brown also spoke about her marriage to Kody Brown. As a People article that summarized that episode revealed, Robyn spoke a decision that she believed made her marriage to Kody weaker. When Kody Brown and Robyn Brown got married, he was already in a plural marriage with 3 other women. That meant that Robyn had to find her place in the Brown family that had already been set up for years before she married Kody. During the Sister Wives episode, Robyn complained about one Brown family rule that existed by the time she married Kody. This was something that Kody, Meri, Janelle, and Christine decided before I even came in the family to not show affection in front of each other. I always saw it as a mistake. From there, Robyn explained why she thought that rule was destructive to all of Kody's marriages. "I think it made Kody feel alone, and I think it made each of us wives feel kind of alone. Affection brings comfort to the couple. It makes the couple feel kind of safe and secure. And in plural marriage, there's a lot of insecurity just because there's so much sharing. It would have made each wife feel more secure and more comfortable if Kody would have been able to show affection, or we would have been able to show affection to him. Clearly, the April 2025 Sister Wives episode showed Kody and Robyn both being really forthright about their marriage in retrospect. Sister Wives Season 19 star Kody Brown had a tumultuous relationship with many of his children, but there are signs the family could be healing. It's sad to think about how far the Brown family has fallen over the years. When the beloved unscripted series premiered in 2010, they seemed like such a happy bunch. They presented an image of a functional polygamous family instead of what is often depicted on film and television. Back then, the Browns all lived under the same roof in a multiplex in Utah. By the time Sister Wives Season 19 aired, everything had changed for Kody and his family. At his peak, Kody had 4 wives and 18 children. Starting in 2021, 3 of Kody's 4 wives have walked away from the marriage and the plural family. Not only did Kody find himself in a monogamous marriage with his 4th wife, Robyn Brown, but many of his older children were barely speaking to him. Though Kody has stubbornly refused to make amends with his children over the last few years, he recently took a big step in starting the healing process. When audiences met the Brown family in 2010, they were living different lives. They lived in a large complex in Utah that was built by a polygamist with polygamists in mind. The large home had multiple apartments where each wife could run her household with her children. Kody would travel from family to family, but he got to see all of his children every day. Everything changed after the Browns left Utah and moved into multiple homes. They'd never live under the same roof again. Once they lived in multiple homes, Kody stopped seeing all of his children every day. Over time, the homes got farther apart, so the family got together less often. At one point, the Browns took over multiple homes on a cul-de-sac, which seemed like the perfect setup, but the arrangement didn't last. The Browns moved around a lot, and every season of Sister Wives seemed to find them in multiple new homes. At different points, Sister Wives was filmed in Utah, Arizona. The Sister Wives stars eventually bought a large plot of land in Arizona that they intended to develop. The idea that each wife would build a home, and, eventually, their children could someday build their own homes. It was a beautiful idea, but it never became a reality. The Browns fell apart long before they could ever build on the land at Coyote Pass. After many years of sitting there undeveloped, the Browns' Arizona land recently sold at a large profit. In 2010, Kody married Robyn and added her and her 3 children from her first marriage to the mix. The couple would go on to have 2 of their children. The new wing of the family changed the overall dynamic of the group. With so many more children needing Kody's attention, the Sister Wives Season 19 patriarch had less and less time for his older children. This led to an enormous amount of resentment. It all came to a head when the COVID-19 pandemic swept the globe in 2020. The Brown family was already in trouble when COVID-19 came along. The pandemic exposed existing rifts. Different households had varying opinions on risk tolerance, and Kody was the most risk-averse, so he would go for long periods without seeing his older children. The issue came between Kody and several of his sons, who he accused of not being cautious enough. He even skipped Isabel Brown's scoliosis surgery because he was too afraid to travel. When the holidays came around, Kody and Robyn refused to see family members unless they followed strict COVID rules, which included wiping down groceries, changing clothes when entering the house, and leaving mail outside for 24 hours. When several of his older children couldn't follow his viral mitigation rules, Kody refused to see them on Thanksgiving and Christmas. The pandemic led to the family splitting up during the holidays for the first time. It was the beginning of the end for the Browns. COVID triggered Kody's 3rd wife, Christine Brown, to walk away. She'd been unhappy, but once Kody and Robyn refused to see his other wives, Christine realized she'd be better off leaving. They'd been married for 27 years and had 6 children together. Kody's 2nd wife, Janelle Brown, left him a year later after 29 years of marriage and 6 children. Kody's first wife, Mary Brown, was the last to walk away. She left in 2022 after 32 years of marriage and 1 child. During a recent episode of Sister Wives Season 19, Kody revealed that he recently got together with Christine's children in Utah. Other than Mykelti Brown, Kody hasn't stayed in touch with all his other children. Kody said 2 of his sons from another mother were there. This could mean Janelle's sons, Logan Brown, Hunter Brown, or Gabrielle Brown. After losing contact with many of his children, it's great that Kody is finally starting to make amends. Sister Wives patriarch Kody Brown may be trying to repair his relationships with his older kids after years of difficulties and strain, leaving Robyn Brown out of the fray after some tough conversations. Throughout Sister Wives Season 19, Kody has proven that his relationship with Robyn is one he plans on taking seriously, even after the sting of betrayal his divorce has left behind. Kody's ability to move through his feelings has been tough to watch for the last several seasons, especially in the way he's been relying on Christine Brown, Janelle Brown, and Mary Brown to deal with his behavior. After spending over 30 years on average with his original trio of wives, Kody's marriages to his original wives came to screeching halts one after another. When Christine left Kody during Sister Wives Season 17, it was clear there was a lot of turmoil in his life, and Robyn came to his rescue to try and help him through his tough emotions. Despite knowing that he was struggling, Kody's relationships with Janelle and Mary both came to a head in Sister Wives Season 18, and he didn't know how to deal with the outpouring of difficult emotions he was feeling. Kody's relationships with his kids took a turn for the worse during the COVID-19 pandemic, when he set out some elaborate regulations that kept him away from his children and arguing with them about what was or wasn't feasible for their visit. While the pandemic was a catalyst for his relationships with the older kids changing, things had been tough in the Brown family for years. Although Kody and Robyn's kids have found a great relationship with Kody, his other kids have struggled for attention, affection, and understanding from their father. Now, things may be changing for Kody without Robyn. As Kody has moved through the most difficult years of his life, it's been clear that he's been struggling with the role Robyn plays in his life at times. Though Robyn has been able to regulate Kody's emotions for a long time, she's also been somewhat manipulative with the way she treats the family patriarch. Rather than hearing Kody out about his emotions, Robyn's often told him what he feels and how he should respond, giving him her own perspective rather than being open about the way Kody might feel separately. Robyn's made his issues about her in the past. In recent episodes of Sister Wives, Kody hasn't been taking Robyn's bait as much as he has in the past. Though Kody has still been invested in Robyn as his wife, he's been taking less stock in the advice she gives him or the bait she lays out to try and push him to behave in the way she wants. Rather than listening to Robyn, Kody's been doing more of what he feels is right. Though that's not necessarily always the right choice, Kody thinking for himself is a positive change in the Sister Wives patriarch's overall decision-making process. While Kody hasn't done a ton in terms of trying to be a good parent to his 18 children, he's trying to make headway without his wife's input. Throughout the last several seasons of Sister Wives, Kody's had a tough time moving through his emotions about his divorces and figuring out where to land. While Kody has been hopeful that his relationships with his kids would remain unchanged throughout the public divorces he had with their mothers, it's become clear that the kids had their own feelings about their parents' separation and the media coverage surrounding it, especially for Kody. Within recent episodes of Sister Wives, Kody shared that he made an effort to reach out to his kids without Robyn present. While he wasn't going to talk to all of them, he found himself unexpectedly spending time with quite a few of the kids and talking openly about the way things had gone down for the family through the last few years. Robyn may not have been able to participate, but even her feelings on the situation weren't ones Kody felt comfortable entertaining. Leaving her out of the situation left things more productive overall for Kody and the family. With Kody doing his best to move toward a resolution with his kids, he's also seeming to take some more accountability for his poor behavior than he ever has before. Kody isn't admitting to everything he's done wrong, but sharing that he feels he deserves some blame for the issues in his family is a big first step for the patriarch. Throughout the last several years, Kody's been burying his feelings and doing his best to make others look like they're the problem, rather than him being an issue on his own. Kody's behavior has been tough, albeit sometimes understandable. As Kody has been in pain throughout the last stretch of his time without his kids in his life, it's been clear that he's been working to resolve those feelings with Robyn's help. Unfortunately, she hasn't been doing a great job at making him feel better about what's been happening in his relationships with his children or with his feelings surrounding the divorces. Now, Kody appears to be able to take a bit more accountability after considering things on his own, ruminating on his feelings, and moving forward with his life after a difficult stretch of time. Although Kody is moving forward with his relationship with Robyn, it's clear that he's not being overly optimistic about what her relationship with his kids will look like as things progress. In recent seasons of Sister Wives, Kody's older kids have gone on record to talk about their difficulties with Robyn, and it's clear that they're having a hard time dealing with their father's wife in a productive way. Robyn and Kody have put their relationship ahead of most things in their lives, but it's clear that they've struggled in the way the older kids perceive them and their marriage. While Kody has always tried to make it seem like his kids couldn't have a relationship with them without Robyn being involved, it's possible he's amended his decision. With Kody going to visit his kids on his own and making headway, it seems that he understands it may be easier for him to be less attached to Robyn in the moment as it pertains to his relationships with the kids. Throughout the last few seasons, Kody seemed to grow to understand that if he wants to be close to the kids, he may have to do that on his own. As Sister Wives Season 19 continues, it's clear that Kody is making it a priority to move forward with his relationship with his children and be more honest about the way he's been conducting himself. In the last few seasons, Kody's become more of a villain than ever because of the way he's talked about Christine, Janelle, and Marie. While he's been open about how hurt he's been, he's also tried to spin stories about the way his relationships with his exes have pushed him to make poor decisions. Sharing that he never loved the original trio, Kody's been harsh. While Sister Wives Season 19 is yet to finish up, Kody's coming clean about the fact that he's been too hard on his ex-wives, even admitting to the fact that he's been lying about them on the show. Sharing that him saying he never loved his exes was a lie, Kody revealed that he wasn't always telling the truth during the filming of Sister Wives, especially in recent seasons. Hoping to hurt Christine, Janelle, and Marie back, it's clear that Kody's decided it matters more to be open than to bend to Robyn's wishes about his past relationships. As Kody's come clean about his own lies, he also appears to be getting to a point where he's not accepting Robyn's behavior anymore either. Kody doesn't seem to be listening to Robyn entirely, nor does he seem to be lying down when it comes to her commands. With the Sister Wives family patriarch seems to be sticking up for himself, Kody's behavior is different than it traditionally is when it comes to his only remaining wife. Not letting Robyn speak over him or lead him in situations that don't involve her, Kody seems more independent in recent episodes. Throughout Robyn's time in Kody's life, there's been a ton of change that's benefited her, but hurt him. Kody's inability to see past Robyn's behavior and accept that she's an issue in his life has been a big problem, but it seems like he could be pushing past the difficulties in order to build a new relationship with his children. If Kody is genuinely taking a step in the right direction with his kids on Sister Wives without Robyn, it could be an incredibly big deal for the family patriarch.